The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Dolphins and the Jags, and it comes your way next.
It originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Tonight, the final dress rehearsal, week 3 of the preseason. And we got a good matchup on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on their in-state rivals to the north, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game...
Two teams on opposite ends of the Sunshine State. The Jags and Dolphins are underway. Will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Now, Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
Injuries overshadowed a great season from Tua last season. He led a Miami passing game that was one of the best in the league, and even more importantly, took them to the postseason for the first time in 6 years. That jump they were looking for from it absolutely occurred.
Now the rookie third-round pick, it's Devon Achane. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Achane here. They stay on the ground. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down at the 33. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them. This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So they'll likely get a few more drives before we see the second team, but a good start for the first unit with 3 points.
Yeah, good start, and now they want to see them build on it because you're exactly right. They'll get a few more drives at this stage of the preseason. Can they continue to evolve and add to what we just saw in the first drive?
And he returns this to the 22. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft in his 3rd season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
Last year, we got the Trevor Lawrence. So many tapped to be the savior of the Jaguars. He broke 4,000 yards for the first time and threw 25 touchdown passes and guided his team to the playoffs. This young man, he's been good since the first time he picked up a ball in Youth League. They expect nothing less from him again this season.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Travis Etienne. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 77 yards on the ground. fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Trevor Lawrence
Keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Jags have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
That's a great alternative there to the old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Instead, let your quarterback take it in the shotgun and essentially choose his own path. He scans the situation, makes the right read, and takes it into the end zone on the QB draw.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Tua wants to throw it on second down. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Tua now on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
That's going to be caught downfield by Hill.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Tua.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade American. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 41. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll start on the ground, Etienne.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Bradley Chubb came in and got him. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Lawrence. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Waddle's first catch, good for a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On second down, Tua. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's Tua. They'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
Open man downfield is Hill.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Running left, Achane.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane.
Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Dolphins have retaken the lead.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now Lawrence. That is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Looking downfield for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Here's Smith to return it. A solid stiff arm. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
To his throw there, complete to Hamler. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Dolphins 10.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, the preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
Looking to pass. Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Achane. We'll get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Achane once more. And this time he'll score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the drive finished off with a touchdown run from Devon Achane. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
Now a 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
Looking to
6.
throw, Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for another Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 30.
To throw again is Lawrence. Here's a diving catch right side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again.
Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the second time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. You know where I'm
Fantasy.
going.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Tua going to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
That is caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
On play action, here's Tua.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, Nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. That's Foley Fatukasi who got in there and finished off the play.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Open net is Waddle, complete.
They wound up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He has such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyler Kroft from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you created with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Travis Etienne of the Jags offense set to take over again here.
And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily, when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very...
There he goes, right side. And all the way down to the 35.
144 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. Etienne up the middle.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Lawrence.
Touchdown!
Travis Etienne.
Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Jaguars are back within a score.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. McManus's point after is good, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again.
And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark. And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it. Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
Tua sets up to pass it, and that is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Here's Lawrence. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. Draw play, Etienne.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line.
Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
He's been really good in the yardage category, yet to hit the end zone, however.
A minor blemish against him right now, because the work he's doing catching the ball, in some ways he's helping serve as good ball control, because the big plays that he's making have really helped out his team.
Absolutely. They're winning on the scoreboard here in quarter number 2.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua.
They complete it to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Tua now on first down. They'll get this to Hamler over the middle.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Now Tua.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
This one thrown underneath to Achane.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game.
Okay,
in our
Coach,
game,
thanks
expect
as
to see the
always.
starters for
This
at least
still
one more
game
drive.
as we
Something
welcome
to
you
look forward
back
to
for quarter
as we get you
number
back
3.
out to Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Lawrence. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Achane to start the drive. 82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Dolphins.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Tua now on 1st down.
A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Tua to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle because it really stresses the safeties, and they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might lock it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on it, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Again, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
At the 29-yard line.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
Lawrence.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
Dance. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne.
14 yards.
And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. Berrios now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Miami set to take over. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
2nd and 6. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
Here's Tua. They set up the screen. H.N. has it.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A give left side. Here's H.N.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The kick by Sanders is good, and that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I showed my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Mons throw hauled in by Washington.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The Jaguars on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
They go play action here. Mons.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
To the sideline and incomplete.
But listen, when you got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Play action. Here's White.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. Gets past him at the 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 4-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
White looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Ced Wilson from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Sanders on for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
That's good for a Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They give to Johnson going right.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
It completes it to Jones. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now Mon. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Throwing on 1st down, White.
and this is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Second down, it's White.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
K'Lavon Chaisson
Providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And now out come the Jags.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Eli Apple on the coverage.
Back to the air, Mon.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Under pressure is Mon, and he'll go down.
It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
One of the league's best linebackers, he ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here's Mon. They're going for it.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop, a tackle for loss. 2nd down, here's Mostert again.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So now the Jags down by 12. 2:14 to play. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And they work this out past the 25. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
On 1st down, here's Mon. Able to find Jones.
And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Here's Mon. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Mon going to throw it. Finding Washington.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Mostert.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
He's going to get it again. Just look at the ball game.
One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it. Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Jacksonville, good night, everybody.
it.